Hi guys, welcome to our yogurt training section. For this training, we'll be making Greek yogurt, strawberry yogurt, sweetened yogurt, and unsweetened yogurt. I have my recipe here. This is real milk, my own choice. You can use any choice of your milk, but make sure it's full cream because it has more fat. You understand? Don't use instant. I don't used to advise instant filled milk because the fat is not as much as this one. It is any milk that is using full cream is advised. I have my sugar. This is the Dangote sugar. You can use oil if you can afford it, but this is what I'm using. This is Dangote sugar. This is 500 grams. I'm using 500 grams depending on how sweet I want it to taste. This is my vanilla flavor. This is the flavor I'll be using for the sweetened yogurt. This is my strawberry yogurt. I want to tell you guys, if you know you are doing any flavor or maybe banana yogurt or anything, make sure you are getting the flavor of the yogurt you're making because it has this extra flavor and very sweet aroma. So I couldn't get the liquid food coloring for the strawberry yogurt, so I'm going to improvise using the powdered one. It's still going to give us the same result. So this is the culture I'll be using. This is the Greek yogurt, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Can you see that? Please, any culture you'll be using, make sure it is unsweetened. You can use unsweetened yogurt or Greek yogurt, but make sure it is written unsweetened because those contains the live bacteria, the good bacteria that you'll be needing for the yogurt making. Do you understand? So on this one, it is written life culture. So this is a very good option for your yogurt making. Any Greek yogurt or any unsweetened yogurt that contains life culture, it will be written there. We have our whisker. This thing is you use it to mix. It's also good for mixing when you do your Greek yogurt. If you don't have a blender, like what I'm going to do now, I don't have a blender, so I'm going to use it to whisk my yogurt. I prefer for the stick sometimes, especially when I'm mixing my milk and my culture. It enables me to, mix everything. For this recipe, this is a 320 gram milk. I'm going to be using 4 liters of water. 2 of this is in here. That's what I'll be using for this. But if you want your yogurt to be very, very thick, you can reduce it to 3 liters. Depending on how thick you want your yogurt to be. You understand? But this is my own recipe. But for the Greek yogurt, you're still going to extract the whey from the yogurt, so you don't have to really make it extraordinarily thick like that, because you're still going to extract the excess water. So for this recipe, I'm going to be using 4 liters of water. This is our cheesecloth to extract the whey from the milk. For the Greek yogurt, this is what you're going to. This is a glass bowl, just for display. So guys, let's get to work. One more thing, guys. This is a very, very important section. Very, very important one. See, if you can get this kind of plastic, it's very essential for your yogurt making because it has to be airtight container, like airtight. You know we are not using a yogurt maker, we don't have a incubator. So for you to incubate your yogurt to keep the heat, we are going to be using a very airtight container. Then here, we have our measuring spoon. To incubate your yogurt, you'll be needing a blanket or a towel. Anything that can protect the heat, that can keep the heat for at least 11 to 12 hours. Because we're going to be incubating this yogurt for at least about 12 hours. So this is the pot we'll be using for the hot water. So this is the 4 liters of water. We're going to be turning it into the pot. So guys, this is the milk, 320 grams of milk into the hot water. So we keep turning it till the temperature is minimal. Our milk is almost getting ready. So We're almost getting the temperature needed for the incubation, but we're not yet there. So I would like to show this. For yogurt making, you don't need very hot water, because if you're using a very hot water, you're going to be getting a very bad result the next day, because it's not going to incubate. And what you're going to be seeing, you might end up trashing it. So you have to be very careful with the temperature of water you're going to use, even before you had your culture, because if you had your culture when the water is still hot, you'll be killing the good bacteria inside. You're going to be killing all the live cultures that you'll be needing for your incubation. So the temperature you need for this yogurt is not cold. We don't need cold temperature of milk, and we don't need a very hot temperature of milk. We need a mild, not too warm, not warm like getting cold. We need something like a baby bath temperature. So you're going to be using your skin to test the temperature of the milk. If it's too hot, that's a bad temperature. If it's cold, it's a bad temperature. You might need to rewarm your milk. So what you will do is, when you put it on your skin, at least you should have a feel. Something hot is touching your skin, but not that hot that will, you can say that it's just a normal temperature. It's not that hotness that will burn my skin like I don't want to feel it the second time, no. So this way now, with this temperature now, if you add your culture, so you might just have to recheck again. This is not a good temperature, so let's leave it for 2 minutes. So one more thing, you might need to keep turning it like 2 minutes, because there's a thin layer that will form at the top of your milk if you leave it for too long. And that thin layer, if it forms on your milk, you might have to remove it, which is not good for your yogurt, because you need that protein that you're removing for your yogurt making. So instead of you waiting till it forms a thin layer, just keep turning it, or use a timer, 2 minutes, you turn it, you mix it. Do you understand? Just to make it get cool on time, like to the temperature that you'll be needing for your yogurt. So while waiting for that, let's measure this. This is the culture we'll be using. So I'm putting this in a corner in my cupboard. You can put it anywhere, because you have to put it in one place, in a place that it doesn't get cold easily. Despite the fact that you're wrapping it, you still need to look for a warm environment to put it. So I'm going to be putting it in this cupboard, and I'm going to be closing it. Hi guys, so this is the result of our 4 liters of water yogurt incubation. So this recipe is for, this particular bag is for sweetened, unsweetened and strawberry yogurt. So in our next video, we'll be making the Greek yogurt. So with this one, this 4 liters of water that I used, you don't need to add any extra water again, because on a normal day, if it's too thick, you use ice water, not ordinary water. If you use ordinary water to dilute it, it's going to give you a runny liquid, so it won't make sense. So if it was too thick, you would have used ice water, like very ice water, to dilute it. But with this 4 liters of water, you don't need any water to dilute it. This one is going to give you about 12 to 15 bottles. We'll be using this batch for our strawberry unsweetened and sweetened yogurt. So let's start with our mixture. We are going to portion this. There's nothing serious about the unsweetened yogurt. As it is now, it is unsweetened. No flavor, no color. This is unsweetened yogurt, guys. This is after the incubation from the refrigerator directly. After incubation for 12 hours, we are going to put it in the freezer immediately to stop it from fermenting. Do you understand? So we are going to put it directly into the refrigerator. So this is the result. So now we are going to portion it into 2 for the sweetened and the strawberry yogurts. So wow, this is it. So for our sweetened yogurt, on a normal day, for the strawberry yogurt, we're supposed to be using, preferably some people prefer to use the strawberry fruit, but it's very scarce. So this is what you do. You can get this flavor. This is it. This is how it looks. You can get this flavor. And the liquid coloring, preferably. So it's very scarce where I am, so I'm going to use this one as an alternative. So this is what I'm using the pan. Very little water. So let's start. For your sweetened yogurt, let's start with the sweetened yogurt. This sweetened yogurt, you can use honey if you know you don't take sugar. Sweetener, all those are artificial sweetener, don't use it. So this sugar now goes into the sweetened yogurt. This is 250 grams. This is the sweetened one. For your strawberry, you also need that sweet taste. If you don't have and preferably to sweeten your strawberry yogurt, you can use strawberry jam. It's in the store. This mall, you can get it in the mall. You can use strawberry jam instead of sugar, but I'm going to use sugar because this is the cheapest and the easiest thing to get around here. This goes into this. You see that the color is changing. Can you see it? So guys, this is the result. So now we're going to put them into the bottle. So guys, this is the result. Wow. This is the sweetened, this is the strawberry. Before you put anything in this one, any flavor or sugar, it's poured on sweetening. So this is the cheapest recipe you can get if you don't want to spend much money. Now I said 320 grams of milk and 500 grams of sugar, that's 250. Then 4 liters of water is going to give us this result. And it should be profitable. If you are selling for 500 or 800, you are going to make your money back. So we are going to put the sweetened one first into the bottle. So this is 6 bottles for the sweetened one. This is another 6 bottles for the strawberry flavor. So now it's going into the bottle. If you want it to be thicker than this, reduce the water you use. Instead of 4 liters, you can decide to use 3 liters. But if you are using 2 liters, you are not going to make, you might not even make your capital back, except if you are selling at a very high cost. Come to the end of today's session. If you have any question, if you have any correction, observation, you can drop it. No one is above learning and no one is underneath here. So you can teach me, you can learn from me, I can learn from you. So if you have your comments, you can drop your comments, drop your likes, you can subscribe to the channel if you wish to. So guys, this is the end of the 4th session of our yogurt training, day 1. See you tomorrow guys. Bye.